Guess who's back?
You're now listening to Unapologetic, the podcast, with your two hosts, Sharee and Reg, discussing any and everything unfiltered.
But whatever. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Unapologetic, the podcast. It's your host, Reg, the Prime Minister, at your service. And once again, I have Sharee, aka Reddiamond, with me. Dre is not here. Getting things situated, But soon enough, we were supposed to actually pod this week, but things came up, I guess. But it is what it is. What's up with you, Reddiamond?
Chilling, as always.
Chilling. How's Washington? Because I know you're going to say that. Right? Cold
Rain.
And what? Rainy? Okay.
And miserable.
And miserable. How's the social life? How's the dating life in Washington?
It's not one for me.
God. Oh, God.
Either it's just not my vibe here. I don't give a damn what nobody say. It is not my vibe here.
I mean, every place ain't for everybody. There's people in Miami that be like, I can't wait to get out of here. So
And that's how I feel about Washington.
so I mean, but tell me something. What's new with you? Anything? Nothing?
Nothing.
Nothing
I
at all?
wish I had something new to bring. I don't. Just
Y'all,
just
listen, I'm trying to drag it out, y'all. I don't want y'all to think Sharee is just that boring. But oh man, I don't know. So Reggie, what's new with you? You know what? No, let me stop. Let me stop. Nothing. No, I'm good, man. Listen, I have just been living life, I guess. I don't know, doing new things, different things. I went to a play party last week.
Interesting.
Last weekend. As you said, it was interesting. I went to a play party. It was interesting. I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about this or not, though. I was invited to a play party. And for those of y'all that don't know what a play party is, y'all gonna have to look it up. But yeah, I was invited to a play party. I didn't know what to expect, so I, messaged the person back, like, hey, what happens there? I'm supposed to do this, we'll do that, And I was like, well, we're a sex negative group. That's what they said. We're a sex negative group, but if sex happens, then it happens, but we just ask everybody to be respectful and mindful of, anyone else that might feel offended, which no one else is going to feel offended because it's a play party. You know what I'm saying? So, they was like, well, the only thing we ask is that you bring like a side dish or I think like $10 you good. So I was like, I'll bring a side dish. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go pick up these 30 nuggets from Chick-fil-A on the way. That's it. But I guess I could have did $10 because I mean, I wanted some nuggets anyway, so why not? You know what I'm saying? So
it's gonna be good.
So two birds with one stone, right? I'm going, eat. So I picked that up. Got there, laid back. It was basically a bunch of congregating. Everybody talking, having fun, laughing. Everybody just mingling, going back and forth, talking to this person, that person, whatever else. They had some game going on that the person that remembered the least amount of people's names, I forgot what they had to do. So I'm like, fuck. So I'm like, I'm going around like talking to people like, what's your name again? Okay, Mike with the ugly mustache. I'm like trying to associate different shit. Okay, Tina with the black mole on her nose. Like I'm just like associating shit in my head, trying to get names, and then somebody else will come talk to you, and you're like, okay, you're Amber, you're Will, and you're Tina. And then, you know, forgot who the fuck these three preschoolers was over here. So I'm just like, fuck, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't end up staying that long to where I, you know, got caught up in that shit. But so you know, after the eating and all that good stuff, you know, took place. So the thing, you could bring like toys, which were like play toys or sexual toys, you know, whether it was like dildos, vibrators, paddles, you know, all the other shit, you know, just, you know, things. They had like 2 like booths there to where people were selling sex toys. So once the eating, you know, stopped, you know, this guy, he gives like some kind of like exotic or erotic massages or whatever. He was giving like ladies like some kind of massage, like with some oil like that you can actually like literally light on fire. Right? And like he light like he put the lighter to it, like the little candle lighter thing, put it to it, you know, and a flame will come up, and whatever like design he draws on their back with it, the fire would like trace that design, and then it would go out once it come back to the beginning, you know. And I'm looking at this shit like, what the fuck? But the ladies, like the ladies that was down there, like they looked like they was enjoying that shit, like it was getting them off. Huh?
I was about to say, how was it?
Yeah, like their reaction was like, I was looking like, scratching my head like, I need to sneak over here and see what kind of oil that is. Like, but I don't want to try that shit and set a whole damn whole, you know.
Got a whole person on fire.
Her hair done catch fire and shit, the house on fire, like, yeah, but I mean, like so, but I mean, you can tell he been doing this shit for a little minute, because he had like wet towels, like he would put like a wet towel, like he had them lay on their stomach, and he would put the wet towel like around their neck, like on the back of their neck, you know, and he was just like doing it. But so the thing was like these, like he was just, it was just volunteers, right? So the women and like everybody was just free there, like they was just like motherfuckers
just walking around naked.
Yeah, they just start taking their clothes off like it wasn't nothing. Like, so I'm looking around like it's titties over here, it's a woman, it's an ass in my face because she done bent over to take her skirt off and shit. I'm just like, damn, like, but it was like it was nothing. Huh?
Any males walking around naked?
No. I mean, well, it might have happened after I left, but you know, while I was there, I watched like 2 or 3 massages. You know, I was sitting next to to this one table. This guy was selling like paddles and the like the tassel whips, you know, that he's hitting people with, you know. But yeah, I watched a couple massages and all this other stuff. But I was definitely trying to like eyeball that oil and shit. I was like, let me see.
They wasn't selling the oil?
Nah, they wasn't selling the oil. I think that was his own personal shit. But then you know, they got this group page on social media, and I went to it like the next day, because I left probably like I said, after a couple, you know, he I think I want to say I watched him give like 3 women massages. I don't know if any men got up there now, but so the next day, yeah, I left after that. So the next day, you know, I was looking at, you know, their pictures and shit that they posted on the page, and I guess people, you know, there was like people giving like whippings and spankings there. You know, there was like some women showing like, you know, daddy gave me a nice whipping, you know, they showed like a little bruise on their ass. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, but I mean, that's a part of it though. So I don't know. But it's all in that, you know, BDSM category and range, dom, submissive, and of course, you know, when they was referring to daddy, so actually being there, you learn a whole different aspect of what a dom is, what a sub is, what a switch is, and all the other stuff, you know, because like people be like, you know, I want a dominant man, but there's like different levels to like when I guess for more or less when we think about, you know, dominant man, a man that's kind of like, you know, does things a certain way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like some of these men that was in there, like you look at them and you wouldn't even like get dom from them. But like there was like 2 or 3 of the guys in there, they were in there with their wives, but had but you know, one of the young lady is a black girl too. Kind of cute. And when I introduced myself to her, she introduced herself back, and she was like, yeah, such and such is my owner. And I was like, your owner? But he was a dom. Like, yeah, like he was her owner. She was his property. He was her protector. So they have owner, protector, and some other shit too. So yeah, I mean, like, that's a whole different. Damn, I should have been started, but yeah.
Are they automatically, like, when they go to play? Are they automatically, like, do you have to announce that, hey, we're about to go into, I guess, get into character? I don't even know if it's called getting into character.
No, I mean, well, no. So from what I saw, it was just like, whatever happens, happen. Like, so if, and I'm use something drastic. Like, so if you was just in there and like the like woman next to you started like rubbing on this guy's dick and pulled it out, started jacking it off, like that might just get some shit started. Someone else over there like, oh my God, like, okay. Then they get a little horny and they start touching with somebody else. So it just happens when something happens, or if it's just, I guess if it's dead for too long, nothing's going on, then, someone starts something up. But yeah, I mean, that's just how it seemed. Like, in the place, like they were like, this is a residential place. So come, dress normal. Once you get inside, if you have a costume or there's a character that you are or whatever else, you can get into that. So, when I was in there was guys in there dressed like Thor. There was a guy in there in like a kilt or a skirt or whatever. There was a lady in there. I guess she was a brat. She was dressed like a baby. But I mean, so the BDSM episode that I had, the lady, Miss Anon, which she's changed her name now. She has a more I don't know, BDSM-ish name. But she some of the things that she said is that she likes to have her cartoons and her did she say Baba, her juice box?
Yeah,
shit like that. So I mean, that's the role and things that they play, like that turns them on. So yeah. But anyway, off of that, yes, that was my weekend, last weekend. But it was cool. This week has been kind of slow. I guess some of the social media news has kept me, I guess, kind of I don't know. We'll talk about it. But I do want to make some announcements. First, check me out on Coffee and Apple Juice, the podcast. Aisha had me as a guest. The episode is out now. I did another podcast this week with Miss T. I don't know when it's coming out, but because she haven't announced it, I actually messaged her and she hasn't responded back to me. But if you follow me or follow Unapologetic, stay tuned to our social media. Look out. I will definitely put the information out there. Go support me, support the podcast that I do appear on, and you might just find another podcast that you like and you can listen to and stick with it. But yeah, those are some announcements, and there's some big things coming from Unapologetic. I got a bunch of ideas, things I want to do. So stay tuned. We are out there. We're gonna be out there. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna say this, Reggie. I'm not boring. Why are you trying to?
I didn't say that.
Say that. Don't try it. Don't be.
I did not say. I said I'm trying to paint the picture like Sharee's not boring for y'all. So because every time she get on here is nothing. Like she don't have nothing to tell us. Ain't nothing going on.
Washington. Now, if you catch me and you ask me to be a guest while I'm back on the East Coast in my element.
Okay, your element.
And it may be different.
But so that's different for everybody because you're a woman, so it's kind of different. I would expect that you can't be out there like that because things tend to happen more to women than men. So for example, like let's say Caesar. Like Caesar can kind of party how he want to, do what he want to, move solo, go out here and there, and out there, no family or whatever else, because things happen, the chances are less likely for something to happen to him versus you. So I mean, I get it. But that means you got to find some women friends that are good to hang around, not your homegirl. Yeah, not your homegirl.
She was just on
we have
something
the
else,
we have the craziest story. When I went out there to Washington State, and I went out with them, and her homegirl was wild, but that's another story for another day.
You're good people though.
Yeah, I bet she is. Here's a off. Well, we ain't even really started talking about nothing, but let me ask you this, because I see this question a lot of times. People always like this, the negative thing. So, what is the craziest thing that you've ever done for Dick, or what's the craziest thing that Dick's made you do?
Oh man, let me think about this.
Oh God, it's been that many.
Listen, I've done some crazy shit back in my day where I was digmatized, is what I'm gonna call it.
Can you talk about it? Can you tell us something?
Yeah, I can talk. I mean, I
Well, let me know. I want to
go
know.
to jail. I did not go to jail.
Yeah. You ain't take no charge, right?
No.
You was close. When you said like that, you was close to taking a charge.
So if he would have called the cops, I think he probably would have pressed charges or whatever.
Oh, what you talking about? What you talking about? A fight or something?
It was not a fight. I was just very kind of like the whole Danny and the baby.
Oh, okay. I thought you. Well, yeah, we gonna get in there. I thought you was about to say something like he got caught with something on him, and you was like, you know what? I'll take this charge for you.
Fuck no.
But so tell us what is it? What's the craziest thing Dick has made you do, or what's the craziest thing you've done for Dick?
Man, let me tap back into my wrist.
All right. So while you think about that, what is the best thing that's happened? Marriage, child, I don't know. What
from Dick, my child.
Okay. Really? Okay. So that was a great session. I mean, your child.
It was. I got pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Guess that.
Getting pregnant ain't hard though. Well, I guess for some women it is. Some women it is. So why you think about it?
I got it.
Go ahead.
So and this is probably very cliche, but I slit tires.
Oh wow.
But I only done 3.
Only done 3. Oh my God. Only done 3? You say that shit like that's good.
No. Because I think when you do 4, they can turn it in on their insurance or something like that.
Oh, so you done studied shit and knew what the fuck you was doing. And like I
only cut 3 tires up. But and it was over and now that I'm older and I'm just like, for what?
You could have got two would have did the same job because don't nobody got 2 spares.
Well, I didn't want to do 2. I wanted to do 3.
Well, listen, don't nobody got 2 spares. Now that I think about it, 2 would have been like suffice because don't nobody got 2 spares. Because you could cut one of them motherfuckers and be like, they think they got me. I'm just gonna go get me another tire. But yeah,
the bad part is that he already knew it was me.
So why you do the tire? So what made you cut the tire? Like
because I told him I was gonna do it.
But why? You just did it off the strength, like you just felt like doing it. What led up to you?
No,
doing this time?
We were arguing, which led to well, fuck you, and and we.
He was mad, and
so I was mad
because he was taking the dick away, and you was like, nigga, like I'm cut these tires up.
Yeah, it's more. Women are emotional.
Wow. One of the craziest.
And I feel like he was just very nonchalant about the whole situation. He wasn't like. He was just very cool, calm, and collected, and non-emotional, nonchalant. And I was just like, I felt like that lit more fire under me to want to just be reckless. That was back in the day, though. I promise you, I don't give a damn now.
One of the craziest things I've done. I was messing with this girl, right? Well, we was fucking. I'll put it like that. We was fucking. And she went out And come to find out, well, in hindsight, I know now, like her phone died, right? But I didn't know that, she had went out because her car was still, parked out in front of her building. So I climbed up on the second floor, up on her balcony, right?
All right, Spider-Man.
To see if I could like see through the balcony window, like why she answering the call, why she ain't answering the door, but her girlfriends that came and picked her up, she was riding with them, right? And I'm knocking on the window, no answer, calling. I'm tight. I am tight. Like, what the fuck is going on? I'm thinking she in there with a nigga, right? And you can see like a light flickering, like in the house somewhere. I don't know, like TV on or something. I don't know. But so after a while, I'm like, let me climb down. So I climbed back.
Wait. So you was up? She had a balcony or something?
Yeah. She was on the second floor.
I was about to say, so you just up there hanging out?
Yeah, no. Well, I'm looking. I'm like trying to peek through, trying to like push the door in a little bit so the latch, catch. So I'm, oh my God, like. But I was young. I probably could have got a damn charge had she been in there and she thought somebody was breaking it. I probably could have got shot had she had a gun. But I thought somebody was in there eating my cookie. But so I got ready to climb down, right? I climb over the railing. I got my feet in between the rails, lowering myself down, about to, catch onto the ledge and drop down. And my fucking shoe gets caught between the damn railing when I'm going down.
That's just karma.
And so I done dropped down. My shoe was up there on the damn balcony, right? And I'm like, fuck, and I can't. And next thing I know, neighbors is coming outside, like, people walking dogs. I'm like, well, shit, I just can't climb back up there now to get my, to get my shoe. So I'm mad. I'm even more mad now because, I wear Jordans. So my shit is up there. So I go get in the car. I'm mad. I'm huffing and puffing. I'm calling. She ain't answer the phone. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm going up to I done put my slides on. I'm going up to a door, banging, knocking on it. And so I'm just outside waiting. Next thing I know, a car pull up and she get out the car. It's like four of the girls in there. Like I said, they've been out of the club. Her phone then died on Snapchat. She was on Snapchat or some shit. Phone died. So I'm like, hey, what's going on? Like, I've been out here waiting, like calling you. I'm worried. I'm acting like, ain't shit going on. I'm acting like I'm worried, but I'm mad because I'm thinking she in there with some nigga, But once we got in, once we got upstairs and everything, and she had a little dog, little ass dog, and she let the dog out, and she saw my shoe on the balcony. I'm like, nah, I tossed the shoe up there at the window because you wasn't answering the door, answering my call and nothing. So you know what I'm saying? But I feel so damn dumb. Man, there was another time. I was dating this stripper, and it was probably like we had probably been fucking probably about a couple weeks, and I waited like 4 hours outside the club till she got off to take her home.
And she never came. What happened?
Well, she did, but like that shit I would never do these days. Like,
but why?
Huh?
But
well, most of the time, so dating strippers, like a lot, that shit happens a lot because whether you know it or not, like a lot of them, their boyfriends will be in the club, like wait until they get off so they can walk them to the car or take them home, make sure they get home safe. You know what I'm saying? But I just didn't like this particular night. I just didn't feel like going in there. But I would never do this shit again. But I mean, I did it for a reason. No, I'm not doing that shit.
Never say never. You never know.
Nah, I'm not doing that shit again. Never.
I know I would never do mine again either. But
so
I know I will never do it again because I'm not built for jail.
So this week, young Dolph passed away tragically, fatally. Rest in peace, young Dolph. Condolences to family, friends, loved ones, all his fans. Wasn't the biggest fan of young Dolph. There are songs and music of his that I do like. Wasn't the biggest young Dolph fan. but I do know who he is, and I do like some of his music, you know. But so I just want to get that out the way. Actually, I don't really have nothing to talk about. I don't want to talk about it, you know, but I do want to say rest in peace, you know, because that is you know, something prominent, you know, within our culture. And on Unapologetic, we do like to talk about the culture and things that happen in it, you know, and so, you know, hopefully justice will be served and they find the gentleman or whoever that you know did this to him. Zach Stacy, I really don't want to talk about him, but so I don't know if he turned himself in or they actually caught him, because I heard he turned himself in, but then I saw reports like, oh, he was arrested, he was caught.
That's what I saw. I saw reports showing that, of course, the video went viral. So yeah, they actually arrested him, not turned him in, or he didn't turn him.
So apparently, I don't know. So the multiple reports I see is that he did turn himself in. I don't know how it came, but for those of y'all that don't know about Zach Stacy, y'all can easily Google it and it'll come up. You'll see who he is. The what he did, and actually it's very, very, very chilling. Domestic violence between him and it was his wife or girlfriend.
It was his girlfriend.
Yeah,
and child.
Yeah, that video is crazy.
It is very.
That video is crazy. For him to be that big and you know her the size she is, I mean, for him to be throwing her around like that is crazy.
Just think about how long that shit probably been going on.
It's probably been going on for a while, and so that's why, like, you know, a couple episodes ago, I was telling like women, like, you know, I understand, you know, how tempers are fueled, and you know, there are a lot of women out here that will G-check a man like he's a man, he ain't supposed to hit a woman, but there's a lot of niggas out here that will put their hands on a woman without second thought. You know what I'm saying? Without thinking a second about it. So I mean, I think I would love, you know, and hopefully a lot of women, you know, get out that mind frame or never be in that mind frame to think just because he's a man and you're not supposed to hit women that he won't do that. Because I think as a woman, you're not supposed to hit a man either. And this is not anything with him because he wasn't hit as far as we know. I don't care. He shouldn't have, you know, whatever. What we saw in the video shouldn't have happened. Right. What we saw in the video shouldn't have happened. But, you know, yeah, so that's why I preface that, because, you know, I would rather a woman, you know, get herself out the situation, remove herself in the situation before shit like that happens, to whether it's, you know, not saying nothing. And you know, sometimes it's just unavoidable because some men are testosterone fueled and they off the handle already. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, like, some of these niggas just don't have conscious, they're cold like that, and that, like I said, that second thought, they just fly off the handle, you know. So hopefully somebody does that to his ass.
We'll see.
But I don't know. I mean, we'll see how jailhouse rules play. But so most importantly, and I hate to say most importantly because that is important, but today, Kyle Rittenhouse not guilty, or, you know, on all charges.
That shit made me sick to my fucking stomach.
And for those that don't know, first degree intentional homicide, not guilty. Attempted first degree intentional homicide, not guilty. First degree reckless homicide, not guilty. First degree reckless endangerment safety, not guilty. First degree reckless endangerment safety. That was for the two people, not guilty. So it was basically double charges for both of the victims that lost their life. And yes, victims, I will say it, victims, because the last episode, well, 1 hour, I think it was 3 episodes ago, it was entitled Victims about Kyle Rittenhouse. I had a lot of comments of people defending him, which it brought me a little joy in that sense, because I'm like, wow, like, people are really watching, and people like it ain't just us. Right. It ain't just us, it ain't the culture, but it's the others. So yeah, but I mean, I'm not gonna stay on it too long. I don't want to talk about it too much, but I hate to keep saying it. It's sad. It's another slap in the face because it just, I mean, we keep getting, they keep letting us know like there's two different Americas. You know what I'm saying? We have a bunch of black men, black women in prison right now for marijuana charges that are serving 5, 10, 15 years.
You know what? I saw that. I actually screenshotted it because I want.
We have this white kid. He can cross a state line with a weapon, go to where people are protesting, and incite violence, kill 2 people, and be found, not guilty.
Yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy. So what I saw was Alan Russell sentenced to life in prison for, guess what? A marijuana possession. This motherfucker, Kyle Rittenhouse, 0 charges after fatally shooting 2 people at a peaceful protest. That protest with nobody violent, nothing going on at that protest. You just show up with your fucking AR.
Yep, with your rifles.
And just fucking say, oh, now you were defending yourself. Defending yourself from what? Unarmed black man? Unarmed peaceful protesters? It's crazy. It's crazy. But I was at work when the verdict came out. And that shit made me sick to my stomach. Like, I had to literally leave from my desk because they started talking about it in the office. So I had to literally leave out the office and go sit in my car because I was like, this shit is crazy. 0 charges, not 1, but 0.
And
with it, all charges.
The writing, I guess you could say the writing was on the wall earlier this week when they said,
picking jurors.
Yeah, well, not even the pick of jurors. When they basically threw out the possession of deadly weapon, underage possession of whatever their charge was that they had on him. The other one they threw out. But so talking to Tip earlier, she mentioned that she knew, and this is something I didn't even know. She said that when the National Guard was called in, she already knew. Like, and I didn't know that. I didn't know the National Guard was called in. So that's an indicator in itself, because I mean, the same thing happened with when the Breonna Taylor verdict came out. They called the National Guard in a day or 2 before the verdict was going, because so they said, and the verdict is going to be in 2 days. The National Guard was called out. They started barricading buildings up again. They started, putting up the barricades for the streets and all this other stuff. So I didn't even know that. So, I mean, to me, that's another indicator, because that is the common trend every time something happens.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, me neither. So, I mean, I think when you look at things like this, the fix is in. Like, these are clear indicators, I guess. President Biden made that statement. Justice was, what did he say? I don't even want to quote it, but it was something in the sense of justice was served. He supports whatever happened. Whatever.
No, because he has to support the justice system.
He has to. So I can't really. Can we hold that against him?
No,
not really. Yeah, I'm because I mean he has to, because. Honestly, I don't know why he has to.
Because he has to show that he's supporting the American justice system.
Right. Because
it's broken. The shit is broken. Like, we all know that is broken. But he can't show favoritism to one case versus a different case.
You're absolutely right. So let me ask you this. Let me play devil's advocate real quick. So, as the president, can he try to help make change to where it's not just that lopsided, to where it is evident that this, that we don't have the same rights?
He can definitely try to influence the change because the president is just a figurehead.
Yeah.
But he can definitely influence heavily on certain things. So yeah, he can definitely.
So that's why I'm kind of like on the fence of, okay, does he have to support it, or not make a statement at all? And you probably do have to make a statement because that's probably whenever you're going to be seen as a president, that's probably what they're going to ask you. But hell, I can't tell you when the last time we've heard anything come out of Joe Biden's mouth, or hell, I still ain't seen Kamala.
I mean, she was the president for a couple of hours. You didn't see that going around? Well, he underwent some surgery or something. So yeah.
Yeah, but when last time you seen Kamala or heard from her?
I don't know. I'm with you. I get it.
We almost a year in. So no, this is off on a tangent on another side. We're a year in. We're a year in almost. And
what has happened, right? What have they done different?
Well, not even what have they done. Like, where the hell have they been?
Chilling.
I mean, but anyway, rest in peace to the victims. And man, hopefully the families can get some kind of justice off a civil suit or something. Something like, because he's found not guilty. So that is going to be the verdict. Like, nothing's going to change with that.
It's heartbreaking. It is very heartbreaking because two people lost their lives. And then the one guy that did live, he's paralyzed for the rest of his life.
Well, no, he wasn't. No.
Paralyzed.
No. It was two people. Well, I think you're talking about Jacob Blake.
Yes.
So Jacob Blake was the reason why they were protesting. Jacob Blake was the guy that was the reason why they were protesting. Jacob Blake got shot in the back, was the guy that got shot in the back 6 times by the police. Remember, he was arguing with the police and he went back to his car and they shot him. So Jacob Blake was the reason why they were out there.
So, okay. So maybe I'm getting a little confused. So I know he shot 2 people. He killed 2, right?
Okay. You might be right.
But I thought there was a third and that person lived. Or maybe I'm getting the 2 confused. I don't know. There was a third and the third lived, but he's just paralyzed. But I could be wrong. I kind of read up more on it because it's been so long, and I did not follow the case that closely. In the beginning I did, but it's been a while. So yeah, but yeah, that's crazy. It's either way, it's fucked up.
It is, and it's crazy how time flies because it's been over a year now. Like, and you just think about it, like damn, it's like a year already. Like, wow. Yeah. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully that the family, they get some kind of, they win a civil suit or something to where they can at least get some kind of money from. Well, and I doubt that's gonna happen because he was found not guilty. But we've seen incidents to where people were found not guilty, but then the family got something from the state or something from somewhere. Like, it's just crazy to me how somebody could cross state lines and come kill somebody. Like, I don't know, but whatever.
But what's up with his parents?
I don't know, and I don't care.
Why the parents didn't serve no time? Oh, the mom. It was the mom, right?
You know why. But you know why. But that's neither here nor there.
If it was you, it would have been a different outcome.
Oh, absolutely. Fuck yeah.
And if it was me as your mother driving you, I would be locked up too.
Yeah. You're damn right. I don't have no more to say about that shit. It's saddening and heartbreaking as it is. Yeah, but it is like current events and something that like literally just happened within the last 6, 7, 8 hours.
Yeah.
Big headline news, probably the number 1 trending topic right now.
I'm sure
it has to be. It has to be. It should be from when you think about it in the magnitude of it. I don't even know how to transition from that shit because it's just like a sad incident, when you think about it.
Very sad, but we can't give it no more energy because he's already trending. So
you're absolutely right. And I probably should just hashtag his name when I put this video up, and it'll probably bring,
please do so your
it'll,
ass can viral.
it'll bring more, you know, I have another comment like whatever that comment said. I should have posted on this video, you know, for those that view. But so let's talk. Let's get in relationship stuff. People love to hear about. People love to hear about that. That ain't your damn lingo. That ain't your lingo.
I like relationships.
I bet you do. Yeah, I bet you do. So listen, if a man, you know, you're meet a man and you guys go out or whatever else, and you know, he lets you know, like, listen, I'm single, but I'm dating. You know, just to let you know, if we continue to go out on dates or see each other, you're not the only one right now. Is that a pause to cause? Well, a cause to pause.
I don't think so, no. Because I could be doing the same thing, but I think I can appreciate him being honest up front and letting me know what it is that he is still out here mingling versus, hey, this is what I'm trying to do. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm interested in you. It's only gonna be you. Like, if that's not what it is, don't sell me that dream.
So it's him being sexually active. If he was sexually active, does that change it too?
It does.
How?
Because you're out here sexually active with multiple women. There's a lot of shit going around.
So, you know, so it's the point of you knowing then.
Yeah, I think it's, why wouldn't you want to know? Like, so you don't even have to say you're sexually active. I'm going to automatically assume that you are being sexually active.
So then that's a pause. That's a cause to pause then, right?
Potentially, yeah. I feel like if we can connect on other levels other than sex, then that could be a reason to keep it going. But after a while, if you feel like it's not going nowhere and that maybe you want a little bit more out of him and he's not there yet, then I say do you, don't put your life on hold for one man.
True indeed. So you said maybe you might be doing the same thing, right? So when we're in this phase as people, man and woman, it's kind of like, it's not like, okay, I'm audition. Well, I guess you could say auditioning, but you're not. So if you're interested in this person, you're kind of I guess giving them a reason or showing them like why you might be.
They should pick you. It's almost like you're
or better, but you might not be that type of person that's going to shit on somebody else. But like you know what? Let me text him or let me text her, see if she ate. Let me do this, let me do that. You know what I'm saying? So if the energy's there, then yes, I can see you continue on. But if then you're not like, okay, we ain't going away, no traction, like it's been 3 weeks, like has this, you know, I know you said you was out here. So is there a time frame? Because you say, okay, I know you was out here, you said you was out here dating. I'm not the only one, but is there at any point in time that you want to know, like, has the roster trimmed down a little bit? Like what we looking at? Like where, like what we doing?
So, okay. So I've had this conversation before. I feel like after a while and you've been kicking it with this person for a couple of months, not weeks, but a couple of months, and y'all are seeing that y'all are vibing or whatever, but the guy is still out here dating, doing his dating thing with other women. I asked this particular person, I said, when is a guy going to be like, okay, I'm done? You know what I mean? And his response was, you're going to have to force it, because a guy isn't going to just sit up here and say, oh, well, if I can have her on the side, you know what I mean, and still be out here doing my thing, they're not going to just do it automatically. I don't know if that's automatically true or not.
You know,
I don't know if I can
I'm
agree with that.
I'm glad you said that. So let's segue. I'm glad you said that. So you just caused a segue. Let's segue. So shout out to Aisha Hadia, because like I said, that's my sister in podcast, and I was actually on her episode that released Wednesday. Go check it out, Coffee and Apple Juice, most recent episode. Me and her was just talking, and she was talking about I forgot what we was talking about, but the conversation was, about dating and sex, and she was like, I don't give a fuck. Like the first time me and this nigga fuck raw, we go together. Like I'm telling him, like, you my man, you my nigga, la la la. You don't want it, like you need to leave me the fuck alone, XYZ. So is that like what you're talking about? Is that the thing, like far as enforcing? Because I've seen women do that, like nigga, I'm not waiting on your time. This is on my time. If you don't like it, then you need to go somewhere else. But you my boyfriend now.
I definitely do think at some point it drives a conversation. Okay, we've been doing this for a minute. What is it? You know what I mean? Because you're not going to continue.
Well, so that's different though. Asking what is it and telling this nigga like, nigga, this you my boyfriend. No. We go together.
Hold on. It's going to be to a point where we're having a conversation, and it's like, what are we doing? Mm-hmm. What is this? We spending all this time together. We spending all this time together. But you still out here want to date and all that stuff. No, I'm over that. So are we together or are we not? Because if we're not, I'm moving on, because you obviously don't know what you want still. You still want to be out here playing the field, where I am done with that life and this is what I want. And if you're not ready, then we can go our separate ways.
Okay, so you're saying something different. That's not forcing. That's not really forcing. So I mean, so far as so even like we're all adults here podcast. Like I was not this episode, but the episode before, Abby was talking about how her and her got it are together now. Man, this last episode they did is a great one. You need to listen to it if you haven't listened to it. But it was basically like she told him like, nigga, you my man now. We go together. So that's forcing, right?
Okay.
But it also kind of like lets this man know, like, oh, okay, I need to XYZ or I don't. And then
I feel like
whatever we doing is over. Like you asking a man, I think, is something different.
I didn't ask. I said we're gonna have a conversation. I didn't ask.
But you said, hold on, but you said, what are we doing? That's asking.
I said, what are we doing? But at the end of that conversation, there's not going to be I don't fucking know or whatever. It's going to be solidified. It's going to be a solidified.
Okay,
okay, we in a relationship now, or I'm not ready for that relationship. So, okay, we're going to go our separate ways.
But you still asking. So here's the thing. And but hold on, Sharee. The last episode was passive or aggressive, right?
Mm-hmm.
So once you have this conversation, let's say this man had the conversation. He says, hey, what are we doing? Do you want him to ask you what you're doing, or do you want him to say, you my woman, we go together now?
I like aggressive men. So I need to tell me that.
Some of us like aggressive women too. Like, so you might just have to tell the nigga, like, nigga, you need to cut them bitches. That's my dick, you my man, end of story. And if he ain't with it, he don't like it, then
I like to feel like after a certain time frame, the shit is coming. Like,
So you like to play the waiting game.
Huh?
So you like to play the waiting game.
No, I don't like to play a fucking
That's the waiting game. You said after a certain time. So here's a theory. This is
my thing, Reggie. If a nigga is sitting up here getting all of my fucking time, because my time is so precious. I value
the waiting game, Sharee. You said after a certain point in time. So here's a theory. Let me tell you this theory that I'll listen to. They said that women love to play the cat and mouse game, meaning and they said women like men that don't chase them, but will show them a lot of interest. So I guess that might be kind of gaslighting. And there are a lot of women that they're like that. Like, okay.
It's only gaslighting if that's not something that the guy really wants.
You're very true. You're very right. That could be true.
Yeah. So if that's something that he truly wants, then okay, that's different. But okay, let me give you an example.
But you still preface the waiting game, as far as in after a certain time or whatever else. Like,
listen, I'm not gonna be like after we've been hanging out for 3 weeks, you automatically my man. No, because I may not fucking like you like that. I don't know.
True, but what do you do? I mean, what
3 weeks, and it's no time to get to know someone. But I would say,
let me stop you. So here's the age-old question: when do you get to know somebody? Because you said 3 weeks is not enough time. So when do you truly get to know someone?
You don't ever get to truly know someone. Me personally, you're learning you're learning every day about that person, right? But I'm going to the point where you kind of know this person's routine, you kind of know this person's tips, you kind of know this about this person. After a while, y'all are hanging out. You know certain things that this person likes, certain things that this person doesn't like. So I feel like if you're getting all of my time, and I'm only speaking for me, if you're getting all of my time, that it's going to come. It's going to eventually come. The question is going to come.
Eventually.
Yeah, it's going to eventually come. Yeah. Just because I'm not, we go together now.
Yeah, but so it's still kind of on his own terms though, right?
It ain't on his own fucking terms.
It is on his own terms because
he can say, "Oh, I'm not ready," and I can be like, "Okay, well, you can go find somewhere else to be ready because I'm not fucking sitting here."
But I mean, he can give you any kind of reason or excuse why he's not ready. So you said you want to have a conversation, right? So once you had a conversation, it's up to him to dictate what are we doing from here.
It's for him to tell me what he wants, what he feels like we should do from here. If it's something that we cannot,
so he dictates it.
Reggie, if it's something that we cannot,
Sharee, am I speaking a different language?
Reggie, if it's something that we can both agree on, then it's different. But at the end of the I will say, well, this is what I want. And if you're not ready for that, then I'm going to have to walk away.
So if he just says like, I'm not ready right now. I'm really feeling you. The vibe is good. I just want look, blah, 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 blah. That's fine. You let me know where we are. You let me know where we're standing. Right. But if he say, you know what, I'm ready to lock you down. Da, 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 we go together. Then we're a couple. We go together. So it is up to him to what he wants. He's dictating.
Listen, I'm not gonna force a man to be with me. So if he says I'm not ready, but I'm really feeling you and I'm vibing you, well, you gonna fucking be ready. If that's the case, then you gonna get your shit together and you gonna be ready.
No, but so that goes back to the original thing to where sometimes the man needs a little pressure because there's a lot of men that's comfortable with, okay, I can, still not saying like he's having sex or he want to have sex with other people, but I can have this type of relationship without the commitment. Like, I can straddle the fence as long as I want to until she says, nigga, either you're my man or you're not.
Okay. And I'm gonna let you straddle the fence until a point where I'm like, okay, what the fuck are we doing? Either we together or.
So that's just basically, like I said, putting the ball in his court to where he can still dictate what.
Yeah, because I don't want a guy to feel like they were forced to be with me.
Well, that's so if a woman, i.e. one of the women aforementioned women I mentioned, that's them forcing a man. But so if a man tells you like you're my woman, is he forcing you?
I like aggressive men, so.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, you like aggressive men. And some men like aggressive women. Not necessarily saying, but I mean that, but so back, like I said, to your original statement, like, yeah, sometimes that might be what it takes. Sometimes, so I mean, and shout out to all the women that know what they want and not afraid to get it. They're gonna stake claim on what's theirs, and if they want it, like shout out to them. There are probably some women that's listening, like, nah, fuck that shit. That ain't a woman's job. A woman shouldn't have to chase a man, which they don't necessarily mean that a woman's chasing a man, but I mean, fuck. I think y'all should be chasing each other.
Because I know exactly what I want. So let's not get it twisted.
Yeah, but knowing what you want and saying, you know what, and not even saying you're either of them, or you are or aren't. Not saying that you're not. But it's the difference between like knowing what you want and saying, you know what, I know what I want, and I'm gonna go fucking get it. Not saying that either one is you or aren't you. You know.
If you say so.
Oh God.
I just feel like
the man has to do everything for you. He has to let you know, hey, this is the type of relationship we're gonna be in, and that's it.
Not at all. I'm saying this is what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. I'm saying I think there should be a conversation. After a certain while, you're gonna be like, okay, what the fuck are we doing? That's the conversation. What are we doing? If his thing is, we having fun, we vibing, we enjoying each other's company. Okay, well, that's cool and all, but I want something more. And if he comes back with the fucking storyline of, oh, I'm not ready and blah, 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 then okay, well, we're done.
So yeah, that's cliche. Niggas are way more advanced these days than that. Niggas tell you something and have you have anybody hook, line, and sinker, like, okay, and then bought him another couple months.
Oh, of course.
That's how it goes. And then after that, it's something else more advanced, sounds better. And then after that, something else. I mean, so
I know.
Yeah.
But
so there, no. So your friend, whoever told you that, was absolutely right. I think in my mind, sometimes the hand has to be forced.
Yeah. He definitely said that. He was like, we're gonna continue to be out here doing whatever the fuck we don't, knowing that this may be my main and I got all these little sides over here or whatever. But
I agree. Sometimes the hands have to be forced, whether it's the man or the woman. I mean, sometimes as a woman, I think you have to go ahead and put your foot down. Let it be known. Like, this is what I'm looking for. This round.
Conversation versus saying, hey, we go together now.
I mean, it can be, but so why is it different for you when it comes to, oh, I want an aggressive man? What if you don't want to have a conversation? What if he's like, Sharee, you my woman? We ain't having no conversation about it. We ain't having no conversation about it. You my woman.
Okay, in his mind, that's what he thinks, but I feel like we haven't talked about it.
All right, well, I mean, future wife, if you listening to me and I'm taking too long, you go ahead and tell me. Let me know. Because I might be naive to the fact. I'm not getting any younger. Let's get this shit popping. But so the initial conversation is not a red flag for a man to tell you like you're not the only one. Society tells us different about a woman.
About a woman?
Yeah, if a woman was to say that.
Because it's always double standard.
Yeah. Society tells us different.
Yeah, because it's always double standard. If we women out there saying, oh, I'm really digging you, or we got a good vibe, our energy is good, but I'm still out here seeing other people, what are you gonna think?
Oh, I'm gonna have to take a long, hard think about that. All right, so I need to know some specifics.
Okay, so
what's your seeing other people?
Okay, so if you're seeing other people, we're going out, we're going on dates, we're going
Yeah,
this.
yeah. I mean, I guess I can be cool with that. So here's another story. Story time. Here's another story.
People doesn't always think fucking
It is. So here's another story, right? And this is a conversation I want to get into another time or another episode. I was I don't even know whether you call me and this young lady dating or not, whatever. But she was coming over just about every night or every other night, spending the night. We was going out. Sometimes she would bring her well, not sometimes, anytime that she came over, she would bring her child with her. I'm not gonna give the too many specifics, but she would bring the child with her. I had a spare bedroom, child sleeping in the spare bedroom, whatever else. So I guess you kind of say we were doing but we wasn't like that, because I was still kind of dealing with other women, but I do know that I was the only guy she was dealing with.
So you're okay with knowing that that you were her only guy.
I did. Hold on. Let me tell the story. I didn't say that just yet. So, right. This might get, well, I don't think if I continue on there, anybody gonna know. But anyway, she already had a cruise lined up to where, it was with some of her girlfriends or whatever. She had a cruise. And she went on this cruise, and then when she came back, she was just acting funny. The conversation was different. No time really being spent with each other. I'm just like I don't know what's up. And so one day we just talked, and she was like, "Well, I want to be honest with you. Me and the girls, we met some guys, and long story short, I ended up having sex with somebody on the cruise. I met a guy and we had sex." And when I tell you, my throat got so damn dry and parched, I'm like, how the fuck could she do some shit like that? You know what I'm saying? But I had to think about it. I'm like,
but you out here fucking other people.
Yeah. But so, I mean, at the time I was thinking and so she was like, I feel bad about it, but at the same time, I really don't know what's going on between us. We're not in a relationship. And, I would like to be, but that's nothing that's, been established or, talked about between us. And, we've been carrying on like this for about, a good 2 or 3 months. And so really, I couldn't say nothing or be mad about it, blame her, because she not really my woman. And she didn't know, but, I was even while she was gone, I want to say that was I had somebody over, but, we wasn't we was kind of doing relationship things, but we wasn't in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
But at that moment, you talking about a nigga throat was dry and started to close up a little bit. I'm thinking to myself, how the fuck could she do some shit like that? You know what I'm saying? Gave my pussy away, which it wasn't. I guess.
Huh? Because it's double standard.
Is it? Well, no. Is that a? Well, I get. But so listen. No, it's not. It's not a double standard, really. It's not because had I told her what, while you was gone, I fucked somebody too.
She just would have stopped dealing with you.
Exactly. So the same thing would have happened. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really a double standard. But yeah, I felt some kind of way about that shit. And
she didn't have to fucking tell you.
She didn't have to tell me at all. She didn't have to tell me at all. But I tried to power through it, and carry on. But things just wasn't the same. It wasn't the same from there. I don't know, the energy was just different. Not saying it was, my behalf, on my behalf or whatever else. It's just things wasn't wasn't the same. And
so why?
I don't know. I can't really pinpoint it.
Why wasn't that conversation? So in the 2 to 3 months, why wasn't that conversation established? Oh, or what are we doing?
I don't know. I hate that "what are we doing" question too, though. Let's just get to we gonna get to what we doing.
It's a Reggie. what are we doing? It's just a question. It's just a question. Like, what are we doing? And there, I feel like that's the starter of the conversation.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think that makes things awkward too. Just hey, look, either I'm gonna tell you like what's going down, how I'm feeling, and what we gonna do, or you gonna tell me and we gonna get to it. Like one or the other. That's just like that. Just so for men, that's just like that. Baby, we need to talk when you get home.
You
Like,
thinking about
fuck.
You're thinking like fuck.
Yeah, like fuck. Like what? We talk about what? We just talk when you get home. Like nigga, like I want like don't tell me that shit and then like I gotta wait. Like I'm ready to come
All
like
day.
fuck now. Like yeah, like damn. So now you thinking like what the fuck did I do or what happened? So yeah, when that what are we doing talk come out, you like because you know for some people they don't know like even though like as masculine as some men are, they don't want to put themselves out there first like that. You know what I'm saying? Usually it's a woman that's like feeling you first, you know, more, you know, you can tell. So once you make that transition or you say like, this is what I want, or we doing this, like it's easier. You know what I'm saying? But then you have some women that are like, you know what? I got this wall up. I don't want to show him too much right now. So whatever else. So people are playing that damn guessing game until, you know, somebody decides to step out there on that ledge and be like, you know what? I'm tired of what's going on. Like, we go together. You're my woman. We in a relationship.
So is that the only thing for men though? Like after like when is a man ever going to be like, okay, we together? When is a man
it happens. It happens.
So it has happened before, but does it happen often where a man is
I don't
like,
know.
okay, I don't want nobody else getting this. I'm about to lock her down. Like, how often does that happen? Is a man going to really do that? Or is a man waiting for that perfect person to check all his blocks?
I think everybody is waiting for that perfect person, which that perfect person is not going to come. We don't realize that. And you know, I really wanted to get into the side chick, main chick conversation topic, but we don't have enough time. We're close to an hour right now, and I didn't even like because I keep myself on the timer. And so I started it well after I introed and everything. But yeah, I definitely wanted to get into that side chick, main chick conversation, but we can stay right here. So honestly, I think that happens with both. Like, oh man, I don't know that conversation should, hold on, ask me that question again. I was about to go off on a different tangent.
So the question was, does a man ever get to a point where they're like, okay, you know, this is what it's going to be. I want to be with this woman. Or is a man looking for that perfect woman to check all his blocks?
So what I was saying is, no, like, I think all of us are looking for that perfect person for some reason. But because a lot of people are like, so a lot of people think that, okay, if this person don't check these specific blocks, then I'm settling. You know what I'm saying? And whatever blocks that this person is checking could be the best blocks, the most important or whatever else. But for the most part, a lot of people are looking for someone that checks, maybe not all of them. Let's say I have 10 of them. Some people are looking for somebody to check 9.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, this person could probably check 6 or 7 and be great. Interesting conversation I had with a friend earlier. She said, Reggie, I found this man. He's good for me. He's great, but I'm not feeling him like that. Like, I know he's what I need, but I'm not feeling him like that. I'm like, why? She said, because he's not what I'm used to. The guys I used to talk to, he's not like the man that walks in, and everybody head turned, like he gets all the women attention, you know, but he's the man I need. Like I feel like honestly, I feel like he's the man I need, but he's not, like, I'm not feeling him like that. And I'm like, well, the men that you're used to are the reason why you're single now, right? And she was like, yeah. But I mean, so she's like this guy checks the blocks that she needs.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just not like it's outside of the norm or her norm or whatever she's dated before and what she's used to. Maybe the flashy guy, maybe, you know, he has a lot of money or he does this, he does that, you know, whatever. But she's just not like, so I think that sums it up, you know, good, you know, that a lot of us are in that situation or predicament to where we are looking for something that we probably don't even need.
That is very true. That is very true. But I feel like there on your list, everybody has their list of what they're looking for. I feel like if a person checks your main, I would say your top 3, then everything else should be able to, you could be able to work with.
See, but I think that's a problem too.
You can't, everything on your list cannot be your top.
But see, I think that's a problem too, because I think there are a lot of people dating for gain and not for love. Like you have some people that are dating like, okay, he has a nice car, he has a nice house, he has money, like I'm going to be, you know, situated comfortably with him. Yeah. But where did the love checkbox come in at? Like, is that box checked, or is it just like for
some people
he has what he does?
It comes later. For some people, that comes later. You know what I mean? Like, oh, and though I think those type of people are the people that, like you said, are dating for gain.
Do you want to date a man? Would you date a man that's willing to learn to love you later?
No. Okay. No, for what? No. No. I mean, that's just not me. But some women be like, girl, he take care of me. He buy me this, he buy me that. So he may not look the best, or he may not do this for me. I mean, he may not do X, Y, Z. I think those are the more women that are looking for the materialistic things in a relationship versus the values, the love, dating with a purpose type thing. It's different. I just say everything on your list. So again, everything on your list cannot be important, or everything on your list cannot be the top. Your top 3 or your top 3 for a reason.
But some people might look at that and consider that settling, though. No, this is my list. This is my, in the military, as we say, no shit list. Like, I'm not altering this because blah, 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 whatever else. I'm not like, if I say, okay, I this is everything I like, but I'm willing to negotiate on, 7 of these because these 3 blocks he checks good, I'm settling.
So you don't have to settle. You can, I don't know if it's
but they're gonna look at it as settling. Like, so if it's something, so if you say, you know what, just like the ring talk we had earlier, if you really want a 2 carat, but he bought you a 1/2 carat, you might be like, I guess I'll go ahead and take this ring because it was nice. You're kind of settling. It ain't like, you know what I'm saying? It's not what you want, but you're gonna go ahead and accept it anyway. Maybe some women might not accept it. Some women might, if you don't get that bubblegum ring out of here, like.
So some women will do that, but I will accept the ring. I would accept it because it's the thought that counts, right?
And you're settling. So there you have it. It's the thought that counts. Yeah.
But I do think that he could be like, you know, baby, I'm gonna give you this ring now because I wanted to propose now. You know, later once we actually go through the marriage or the ceremony or whatever, you'll have a better ring. It could be something like that.
Let me ask you this question real quick. Give me a ballpark figure of how much your ring should cost.
I knew that was coming. So, I've had this conversation with another guy.
Wait, answer the question. Stop dancing. Stop dancing.
Okay, so the ballpark should be, I would say, 2,000 to 3,000.
2,000 to 3,000, really?
2,000 to 3,000, and that's just for that's a decent size ring, I think.
You know, I don't know why I was thinking more than I thought you was gonna say maybe 4 to 5. I don't know. 2 to 3. I mean,
2 to 3,
so
good.
yeah, that's damn good. I mean, because from what I was thinking, like I said, from what I was thinking, you was gonna say, yeah, that's good.
2,000 to 3,000 is good to start off. Now,
to start off, okay. now it makes sense. Okay,
that's your starting point. 2,000 to 3,000 should be your starting point. And that's just not a ring. I feel like that should be the step.
Okay.
The engagement and the band.
Okay.
2,000 to 3,000. However, again, Reggie, like I said, that's the starting.
The starting point. Yeah. Now, if he wants to get you a 7,000, like you ain't gonna turn it down, right? I bet.
Not at all.
Yeah, run it up, my nigga.
Yeah.
Hey, are you do you think you're mature enough to date an adult entertainer?
Am I mature enough to date?
Yeah, or mature or secure enough to date one?
I am.
Okay.
I think I am. Because so wait, well, I feel like I am. Because
A male dancer or a porn star? Yeah.
The security part does not bother me. Because I feel like once I'm in a relationship, I should be secure. Because if I have trust issues, then I don't need to be with you.
So you're comfortable with your man having sex with other women as long as it's his.
Right.
Hold on. Stop. So you're comfortable with your man having sex with other women as long as it is his profession and you know about it, right?
I would say no.
So you're not?
No, I'm not secure with it. No.
Okay.
I'm not okay. I'm not gonna say secure. I'm not okay with it. So could I ever date an exotic dancer or porn star? The answer would probably be no. I probably could date them, but I would not take them serious as a long-term relationship.
Okay.
Because I feel like I'm just another one of your groupies that you probably
Even though if you was the one he was coming home to at night? You know, this would have led great into a side chick, main chick conversation that we're not going to have. Stay tuned, y'all. We'll have the next. Actually, I should keep going and we should just break this up into a part 1 and 2.
Yep, because I feel like the side chick conversation would be pretty good. But
you know what? We're gonna do that. Let's do that. But go ahead.
So if he is coming home to me every night, I think I would still have in the back of my mind, like, who the fuck done paid you all this money for a private dance, done a little bit more, and the you know, some women just pay to suck a nigga's dick or something, you know, in the back of the
really? Wow. Okay.
In the club.
Wow, fellas, listen to this. Yeah, the girls' night out.
Listen,
the girls' night out. Listen.
I've been to some male reviews when I went to Vegas, and they were women were going to the back, and they were doing whatever they did in the back room after the show. So yeah. So yeah, even though you coming home to me, every night. I'm like, what the fuck you been doing? Because you come home, you don't smell like sweat and like you just got off the stage. You done took a shower and everything. I'm just
What
like,
if he tell you that? Like, baby, I got my dick sucked tonight.
I have a fucking problem with that. What?
But he got paid. He got paid. It was listen,
care.
it was in the line of duty.
Okay, Reggie, let's flip it. What if I say, baby, I got my pussy ate tonight, but I made all this money. Like,
Shit, I
he paid me $2,000, and that's light.
But I mean, it would all depend on if your man is comfortable with it or not.
I asked you.
If my woman came home, well, so I'll put it out there. I'm not. I already off the top. I'm not gonna say that I'm like comfortable with it. Nah. Mm-mm. Nah.
Because I think there's a jealousy factor that comes in.
Like, well, no. I'm so me saying not comfortable with it. Like, I'm not comfortable dating the woman that's into that lifestyle. That's her job or that's what she's doing. Even though you might say like, okay, this is how she makes some money. So if she was a dancer or entertainer, let's say entertainer because that's the more appropriate term these days.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I guess I don't know. Let's talk about this. So having your woman and her, looking exotic or being exotic, wearing certain type of clothes, that may be a little more revealing, but still classy. I like that illusion of my woman. Like, we could step out and she could, be in something like that. And men can see her and like, damn, like fantasize. But I don't want my woman or the woman that I have to be on the stage performing for these men. Does that make sense?
It does make sense. So you like the fact that, well, okay, hold on. Isn't it the same thing that your woman on stage, the men are still fantasizing?
Exactly, but that's why I asked, does it make sense though?
I feel like it's the same thing. The difference is she's on stage, possibly naked,
Yeah. So that's a step further. That's a step further.
Yeah, you're naked and you're performing for these men versus you are fully clothed, but you still are bringing attention to yourself. That's the difference. So you're okay with your woman being fully clothed and still bringing attention to herself.
Yeah.
Versus getting on the stage, no clothes, and entertaining these men. And men throwing money at her. Like, you're okay. You're not, that's the part that you're not okay.
Yeah, I guess if you're going to put it like that, then yeah.
I don't see any, I don't know what men, I mean, there's some out there, obviously, that would be okay with
plenty. I have friends that's all they dated. That's all they know. Like, that's all I've known them to date and be with.
Are they in long-term relationships? Some?
I don't know. In the military, we bounce around so much, I don't know.
Yeah.
You hear 3-4 years and then you're gone. Then you somewhere else. So, I mean, I don't know. Hell, but that's the same with like some of these women and studs. Like, how many? Some of these women be women relationships, they be together, and then next thing you know, somebody leave PCS, and then it's a wrap. Like somebody fall out. But yeah, we are not going to have this side piece conversation. Okay. Oh man, I would love to have it, but I'm gonna table it, and we gonna, because I do want material too. I want like something like more concrete to add to it, because I want to get into the specifics, because I think there's rules to it, to having a side chick. You and Aisha kind of said something different, to where y'all were like, well, the woman could know, or might not know that she's a side chick. But I always was under the impression like, a side chick that's a position, and she's supposed to know like, okay, is happening, or supposed to know, whether the man tells her or not. Now, there are men that break the rules just like women or side chicks that break the rules to where she knows she's a side chick and she get a little, like, you know what, I'm tired of this shit. Let me go like a couple of his wife's pictures and comment on it. Next thing you know, his wife is like, who the fuck is this bitch like my shit? Like why she hard eyes in the picture of me and you together? That's ooh. We don't get into that. Is that a red flag? So if a woman just a random woman hard eyes a picture of you and your man?
Yes, and then if I go to her fucking profile and y'all are mutual friends, then yeah.
Oh, the games they play, huh? The games they play. The games. Has that ever happened?
I've had this conversation about them fucking emojis. And when those emojis came out and the whole thing with Facebook with the hearts and shit came out, I said, oh, a lot of people about to be in fucking trouble.
Has that happened? Has it happened to you before?
Absolutely. And and that person was in trouble.
Wow. So women do that shit. Like they just come on your shit. You and your man and put a hard eyes on your shit. And you like, who the fuck is this woman? Wow.
Don't you fucking delete the comment either, because sometimes it don't work.
Wow. No, like on your page, like you got a picture of you and a man, somebody you was dating, and a random woman you don't even know, like put hard eyes on that shit or love it, and then you like, who is this? And you go, and her mutual friend is the dude you with. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, we're gonna have this conversation. We are gonna have this conversation, but not today.
Women
Unapologetic.
Women are very petty towards each other. And I feel like they always feel like they gotta one up you.
Oh man, I got a story I could tell on that one too. I feel like today is story time. You know what? I'm gonna tell the story real quick. All right. So there I was. Now let me stop. That sounds like some military shit, don't it? Every time the story starts. There I was. Military. But so I was me and this girl, I was like, we were, I don't know what to call us, because we were going through it. And we wasn't like really together no more, but I was still trying to get back with her.
Okay.
Right. And yeah, there's some shit that men do. So before anybody say like, oh, look at this and this dog ass shit, but I was still trying to like I still wanted, I don't know, like I was because I liked her, I loved her, and we wasn't together, but we were, I don't know what to call it. I can't say we wasn't together, but we wasn't. But we like really wasn't together. We wasn't like really seeing each other or doing anything else. But I was still trying, like talking to her, like, what's going on, like, trying to figure out, how we can get back. This girl that I had known for a while, we never done nothing. She happened to come in town. She had like some kind of course or class she was going to do. She was in town for like 3 days. She was like, let's hang out. And the girl that I was, trying to get back with, she had my iPad was in her car. And she saw the messages. Right. So she asked me about the girl. I'm like, that's my homegirl. Like she just came in town. But I don't know why she asked me. She's just like, so who's this girl you're supposed to be going out with? I'm thinking like, okay, somebody said something. But anyway, so she's like, so what y'all supposed to be doing? I'm like, we're just gonna go hang out. I'll probably be back in. I don't know. We ain't gonna be out that long. But we ended up staying out a while. One thing led to the next, right? I'm in her hotel room. And my phone is going off like crazy. And I'm like, I'm not going to answer it because low key, I wanted to fuck. But this was somebody like that I had been looking at for a while. But I just never pushed the issue. You know what I'm saying? Because every time I known her, like she was like messing with somebody. Like, I feel like we kind of had that like sexual energy and chemistry, but like neither one of us spoke on it before. You know what I'm saying? Because like she would be in a relationship or I'd be in a relationship, you know. So I respected that shit. She respected that shit, you know. And I already told her, when we was out eating, chilling, whatever, yeah, I don't know what's going on between us. We XYZ, whatever else. We're not together, but so my phone's going off like crazy. She was like, "You sure you don't want to check your phone?" I was like, nah. Because then I started thinking, I'm like, this old girl, like, I'm already here. I'm in this room. But I know, like, me and her ain't together, but I'm still trying, I'm still actively pursuing. But am I wrong for that?
Yes.
Okay, so let me continue. Damn, I'm wrong for that. Damn, we're gonna get to that. So anyway, we ended up fucking, right? After I was looking at my phone, I didn't got like all kind of text messages like, fuck you then, nigga. Like, you can't answer the phone. I know you still out with that bitch. You said what? Nothing going on. But I'm thinking to myself, like, but listen, I'm trying to see what I can do to get back with you. You're playing.
But you out here fucked another woman.
Huh?
But you out here just fucked another woman. Make it make
sense. Hold on. But in the same breath, you acting like it ain't no, yeah, it ain't no reconciling, or I don't want to be bothered with this shit or whatever else. But so these are mixed signals, right? Mm-hmm. Because you could have told me from jump, like, look, Reggie, this is what it is. We don't like I'm not feeling what's going on right now between us.
So you feel like you had to
hold on. Jealous. No, I ain't trying to make her jealous. Like, that wasn't the intent. Because I was going, like, so if that was the case, I could have like done that shit and just, and that be it, right? Because we're not together, like, I don't, like, there's no stake to claim between me or you. Like, I'm actively, like, really do want to be with you, but at the same time, I don't know what's going to happen between us because we're not together, and I'm trying, which I guess maybe some people that's listening might be like, well, nigga, you ain't trying too hard if you out there fucking somebody else. But no. But at the same time, I do think, I want to say she was entertaining other niggas. I want to say, I'm not 100% sure right now, but I think at the time she was. But I know she was. I don't know if it was during the same time frame. But I want to say she was. So, and here's the moral of the story. The next day, she ended up, like, I called her back, texting her back, like, trying to see what's going on, why she sending me all these messages. She won't respond. Next thing I know, she beating down the door. She want to talk, like, I guess she feel like she want to talk now because she said the reason why she answered them calls because she already knew what the fuck was up, blah, blah, blah. And so she's talking to me and she was like, why don't you just tell me you fucked her? I was like, like, I'm not even like telling her, what I'm saying? Like, I really don't want to say nothing about it because I know I did. But she was like, you ain't got to say nothing to me. And want me to tell you why? Because I wake up this morning and this bitch is on my Facebook putting emojis under my pictures. And she's like, I don't even know who she is or who she was. And I click on whoever this was putting emojis on my pictures and go to their
profile.
Go to her profile. And she had a post that said something like, damn, it was some kind of post, like basically like one of those cryptic messages saying like, yeah, I had your man, some shit like that. It wasn't that verbatim, public, right? Yeah, it wasn't that verbatim, but it was something like that. Like, so I mean, long story short, me and that girl, well, I don't talk to either one of them women no more. But I just like, I guess I don't know. That shit was weird to me. Like, she even did that. Like, would go post that shit, on her page. After I think, that, and then like and put emojis under this woman's like you don't even know her.
So obviously she knew something about her. She knew that you were interested or trying something. Maybe you posted something and.
Well, no, she knew that me and her was in a relationship because, like I said, when we talked, because me and this girl was cool. So, like I said, when we went out and we was eating, I was telling her like, yeah, me and her, like we ain't really, fucking with each other right now. I fucked up, and it wasn't because
there you go, right there.
but listen, it wasn't because I fucked another woman or nothing. You know what I'm saying? We was just, on our, but I let her know, like, I'm still like trying to see, exactly where we go from here. What can I do?
There you go. You just sit up there and told her that was the ammunition she needed.
But how common is that? So, I mean, if you're talking to one of your male friends, when he's just venting to you about, his problems, like that's common though, right?
So it could be common, but that's also fuel for a woman to slide in or a man to slide in, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, but anything is fuel for somebody to slide in. I mean, you can be out with your guy at the restaurant, right? And every time you like turn to your left, look to your left is the guy, looking at you. You know what I'm saying? And then he's like, yeah, she keep looking over here. But you just might be observing the scene, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So next thing you know, you get up, you go to the bathroom, you come out the bathroom, he waiting by the door, like, hey, I saw you checking me out. What's good?
Yeah, I'm so over that shit. Like, I don't have time for those fucking games anymore. Like, I really don't. I just be like, if I'm with you, we're out, and you want to look at this other bitch, then go over there and talk to her. Like, I don't have time for the cat.
You talking about this man checking you out while you out with somebody?
Well, I'm not looking at him. I'm not worried about him because I'm focused on the person that I'm with. Like, that shit. I don't even like the dating shit no more. But that's another.
You tell your man that though. So what if the girl just like he's like, nah, I ain't checking out. Ain't she checking me out? Like every time I come over, would you care for your man to tell you that? Like, baby, every time I look over there, like this girl looking at me. Are you gonna be like, well, why you keep looking over there? Like, but I mean, can he like observe what's going on? Or
I think I would be like, oh, okay,
But a lot of people are naive to think that somebody actually, because I've been with homeboys before and they be like, yo, she keep looking at me. And it might have been a woman I know, and I'm like, nah, she really ain't looking at you. Like, we about to go home tonight. You know what I'm saying? She looking over here in the general direction. But yeah, like that's a little sneaky link or something. Like she texting me at the same time. Like you talking about, yeah, she checking you out. Like, but I had this shit happen a little while ago. My homeboy, he was like, you sure y'all ain't fucking? I'm like, no, we ain't fucking. Like, he's like, because I went over there, like, she didn't want to hear nothing I had to say, but she keep looking over here. I was like, oh.
Maybe she wasn't looking at you. I mean, that's only the obvious
thing,
right? Well, if he ain't interested in me, he must be interested in my homeboy, right? I feel like that would be obvious.
But that's, a lot of people, don't know that. But Sharee, let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up. You got anything you want to announce, you want to say?
Yes, I'll be back this summer on the East Coast.
Will you though?
I will.
Oh, okay. All right. To visit? Oh, okay.
To live.
Okay. That's what's
permanently. It's already in the works, so I'm excited about that. That's about it.
I'm happy for you. That's what's up.
Washington.
But so for y'all that don't know, Sharee, give them your social.
Reddiamond _85 is my Instagram. I'm not on Facebook right now. I'm taking a mental break from Facebook right now, but once I get back on, my name to follow is Sharee Owens on Facebook, which will probably happen by the end of the month. I'm just giving myself a mental cleanse of Facebook. There's so much shit going on, but Instagram is becoming the same thing. So
basically, and I had to do that. I had to let her do that because she gets on me every time I put her IG on the unapologetic video. She'd be like, it's 85, not 82. That's the voice I hear in my head. That's the voice I hear in my head.
Giving me 3 more years.
That's the voice I hear in my head. But thank you everybody for tuning in, for supporting, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Shout out to Dre. Can't wait till we get back on. And I know y'all can't because I get the messages and y'all like, where's Dre at? When we gonna get another episode with Dre? But yeah, it's coming. It's gonna happen. We got, y'all know the deal. It's been about it ain't been y'all about to say it's been about a year now, but it seems like that. It seems like, but you've been going for a minute now. Yeah. Yeah. But shout out to Dre. Love you, my guy. Everybody else, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Unapologetic, the podcast. I was about to fuck that up. As always, we're unapologetic, we're unfiltered. We will see y'all next week. We out of here.
You know what it is. Thanks for listening to another episode of Unapologetic, the podcast. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.
Better follow me.